Hey, this is the follow through. I'm Pastor Fred. Hit that subscribe button, share this with someone. We're listening to God each and every day. We're getting into it, right? We're getting into the Word. What is He saying? Because we want to live for Him. We want to do both of those things. So today we're in Matthew 6:21, and I want to start with a question today. And that question is, what do you treasure? Now, I'm not talking about what you tell people you treasure, what you tell people, because we tell people a lot of things that we say are important. We say, oh man, I treasure that, I treasure this, I treasure that. And it might be right. And so if I look at your life, I might go, yeah, well, that does match up perfectly. Other times I'm going to be like, well, it actually looks like you treasure some other things. I don't think too many of us would say, I mean, it would sound so shallow, wouldn't it, if I were to, in response to you asking me what I treasure, if I were to say, I love lots of money, I like having a lot of things, and that's really what I treasure, just getting more stuff, man, I love it. No, we want to say I treasure my family, I treasure my church, I treasure God, I treasure all those things. But as Jesus says here in Matthew chapter 6, verse 21, let's read that passage. This is like a really important passage. And I think it really kind of gets to the heart of what giving is about and what generosity is about and our lives are about. He says, look, he says this, he says, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So they're like attached, like what you treasure and your heart. Now, when he talks about your heart, he's talking about like just the kind of the core of who you are, right? It's kind of, you start to get into some weird ways of describing it, like it's like the core of your being, like your, like the heart of you, right? The soul of you, the center of who you are, what makes you tick, and all of that. You're gonna find, if I look there, I'm going to see your treasure. And if I look at your treasure, I will see your heart, no matter what it is. In fact, no matter what you tell everybody, or I tell everybody. Those two are always going to go together. So if you really treasure money, if you really treasure what people think of you, that's going to drive everything you do. But if you treasure Jesus, if you treasure God's love for you, and you just go, man, I want to love Him with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength. I want to love my neighbor as myself. Then you're going to treasure that. You're going to treasure Him. You're going to treasure what He thinks of you. You're going to treasure His great love and all the things that He continues to do in your life, His guidance, His word, right? You're going to be like, man, I treasure that. And so if somebody looks at your life, they're going to see you in the Word. They're going to see you in prayer. They're going to see you talking about Him, and it's just going to be part of the regular rhythm of your life. Right? It's not like you're shouting at everybody to believe in the Lord and just being kind of obnoxious. I think really what we're talking about is the opposite. Like your passion, like what you really exude in all that you do is going to be what you treasure. And so what Jesus urges us to do in this passage, and I'm going to go 2 verses back to verse 19 of chapter 6 in Matthew's Gospel. He says, don't lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. He goes, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Moth, rust, they don't destroy, those thieves cannot break in and steal. So in other words, latch onto something eternal. Like that's what you should treasure. Not something that can be taken from you, not something that's like so temporary, but something that's eternal, something that's for keeps, something that's always going to endure no matter what's going on. So let's treasure God. Let's treasure Him and His love. Let's take some time today and just really think about what He's done for you. Right? Look at what it means that He's given you heaven, what it means that He died on that cross for you. Just think about those things. Those are true. They're very simple truths, aren't they? Jesus laid His life down, paid the price for every one of your sins. So God accepts you and loves you just the way you are, and loves you so much, and doesn't want you to be stuck in sins, stuck in difficulties and struggles. But He wants you to know that He's there in every moment of them to help you, to be your strength, and to again to be for Him to be your treasure, and for that to fill your heart. and to really guide all of your life. You have a great rest of your day. I'll be praying for you and just hope everything is, again, filled with God's peace and His love. See you next time.